Squared.
He is so not enthusiastic today. You're not in the shot.
I am in the shot.
Anywho, we are on the road today for B Squared. For I don't know what we calling this, but
Ministry.
okay, we ministering today. So we have a couple of stops to make. So I'm going to support some friends, aka family type situations, and just getting into that today. So I know that usually we come on here, we laugh, chat, and talk about reality TV. We'll get to that later. But Ben would like to kind of kick off a conversation that has been kind of brewing in him for the last few days. After hearing some news and kind of supporting some friends through some difficult times. So you want to take it? Kick off your conversation and
Wow.
how you feel?
Is it like an intro?
Yeah, that was your intro.
I never really had an intro before.
Well, now you have.
She can run you over.
No, she not.
So
Hopefully I don't curse while I'm driving.
basically, I was I'll get to the second part of this. First part is I was taking my daughter to the doctor yesterday. The whole family had doctor's appointments yesterday. I had a doctor's appointment. Bianca had a doctor's appointment, and our daughter had a doctor's appointment.
Y'all remember him fussing at me about going to the doctor and finally went. But
Right. So I have not been wanting to share anything about my condition because one, I don't know what my condition is. The doctor just got me going doing all these testing or whatever. So I didn't want to put a lot of that out there, but I think it's necessary that I do share that. Get yourself checked out. I don't know what my results are. I don't even know what they're really testing for. The doctor told me that there were some numbers that were off, and they've been tested ever since. I've been frustrated with the whole process, but my wife has been trying to encourage me to continue to get tested, try to figure out what's going on. And like she said, I've been fussing at her because she got a lot of little situations going on in her, and besides being,
nobody saw that with you.
Yeah, they see it, blinking twice and everything.
Whatever, ain't no wrong with you.
She finally went and got checked out, so we got some things to be looking for.
Well, don't say it like I was not going to get checked out. That was the first available appointment.
She finally got in to see the doctor, and they're checking on some things. So, first off, go out and get yourself looked at, get checked on, do your annual tests and physicals and things like that. Do your self-checks, because we don't know, you may be having something underlying that you don't know about, and the earlier you catch it, the better. And taking my child to the doctor, I was really encouraged because my daughter was asking a lot of questions about what they were doing and why and what this means and what that means. So getting your kids started early is also something you might want to do so that, again, if something's wrong with them, getting it caught early gives the doctors a chance to treat it. And all that being said, you trust the doctors, but first off, trust in the Lord. Because without him, we ain't got nothing going on out here. We out here flying blind. So trust and believe that through all things, Christ will strengthen you and get you through whatever you got going on. So once you get checked out, if there is something, then don't be afraid of it. Face it head on, and God will pull you through. I'm going to pause right here because we're going to go to the store. We're going to pick up something for a friend, and then we'll be right back with you. Hey, we back.
Hello, hello, hello.
Is that the tagline? Hello,
Yeah,
hello,
that's
hello.
hello.
Oh my
I
God.
do that in person too.
Uh,
So it's not, I guess it's a Bianca original.
watch the people behind you when you hit them. Okay, so
Oh, I see the people. I saw the truck.
as I was saying, get yourself checked. From that point, I want to bring up that I was sitting in the doctor's office with my daughter and got a text message that a friend of mine lost his wife. He was telling me about the upcoming services, and the crazy part about this is that it was a shock. I didn't know that anything was wrong with her. I mean, I still don't know what happened. which doesn't matter. But I had mentioned previously a couple weeks ago about having tried to get a guys thing together, which I did get a friend of mine and my some friends together. I'll leave it at that. I got some friends together and a couple of guys. We went out and watched game one of the NBA Finals. And as I sat there, I thought about my friend, and I was like, "Oh man, I should have invited him." And I didn't reach out to him, but I should have. And then on Wednesday, his wife passed, and he sent me that message yesterday, and it was a shock to me. And my heart goes out to him and his family at this time. Brother, if you watch this or if you ever see this in the future, I love you, man, and I know that you're going through right now, and it ain't easy. But like I said, you just trust God, and He'll get you through. It's gonna be days that you're gonna miss her. You're gonna think about her just randomly as you go on. But you got to keep going on for her kids, your kids, and the grandkids, and be strong. If you need me, bro, I'm here. Again, that being said, I don't know what the situation may have been, but I do want to let everybody know you got to be able to, when you think about somebody, reach out to them, because we don't know how much time we got here. And as we said last week, cherish the moments. Take the time to think about what you're doing and you got going on, and think about others in your life that you haven't talked to in a long time. And if you got some beef with somebody, let that go. It ain't worth it, because our time is short. If you got a loved one that you haven't reached out to and talked to in a long time, now's the perfect time to reach out and talk to him. If you ain't reached out and talked to God in a long time, He's there for you. Reach out and talk to Him. He'll accept you with open arms. If you don't know God, here's the opportunity to get yourself to a church that knows God, that can teach you the Word of God, and put you in the right position to be able to go on after this life. So that being said, I'm gonna get off my little preacher moment here, and yes, I am. But it's real talk. I mean, trust and believe that if you don't know God, this is the best opportunity to get to know Him, because these days are short. We lost a lot of people last year to COVID and a lot of other issues outside of COVID, with gun violence and police brutality and things like that. Don't be the next victim that leaves this earth without knowing God. That's me. Again, I'm done preaching. Got something you want to add?
You know, Pastor says I'm done 7 times before he actually
Also, I got
done.
2 more times. Okay. We had another friend that we're going to visit real quickly here. She just had surgery, and we believe and trust in God that she's going to be delivered and healed from whatever ailment she may have. And I believe and trust God in that. You got something to say to that?
Do I have something to say to that?
Yeah.
I stand with you. I believe. I know it. I know God's a healer.
Well, won't He do it?
And even not only her, but even us, our kids, anything that's brewing, anything that thinks that it's coming, we got a big God with big healing power that's gonna handle it. So I'm not worried at all, as I used to be when I was a kid. I used to be very, very, very scared of everything. But at this juncture in life, God's brought us through a lot, and I just believe that He's gonna be all right.
Yeah, He's an on-time God. He may not come when you want Him.
Nope.
No.
You can't go from preaching to being in the choir. You just nope, and nope. That's not what we gonna do.
Okay.
That's not what we doing on today. Okay. Amen. Amen.
Trying to get your Tabitha Brown on right there.
My Tabitha Brown. I've been trying. Now see, this leads me. I have gotten inspiration from some things. Now last week I told y'all about them trying to come for Tabitha Brown and her husband, with her retiring him. But we're gonna roll right into this reality show.
Okay.
So, Ready to Love. There's a lady on there, her name is Liz. And I told my husband I am attempting to mix a Liz and Tabitha Brown spirit about myself, because the level of unbotheredness that these women have. The God that just beams out of them. I ain't got that. I will tell you about yourself in a whole minute. I try not to curse as much as I used to, but that Ella Louise spirit be brewing inside of me. Y'all know who Ella Louise is? That's my grandma, and she will cuss you out. Period. Lovely woman, angelic woman, but you will get told. I'm sorry, what was your hand about? You had something to say about my grandmother?
She's not of this world.
She is not of this world. She is with the Lord. Despite her cussing all these people out, she is with the Lord. Right on today. Okay. So that's how I know that the Lord ain't going. He shake his head sometimes with me, and I understand. I know he do, and that's fine. Okay. However, one of these days, I'm going to have a mix of a Liz Tab spirit, less Ella, more Liz and Tab. But, I ain't there yet. Anyway, on the reunion show, she had to have she had her Liz on and had to accept an apology from David. Do you feel like David's apology was genuine?
I mean, I think that overall, what he was trying to convey, a couple of times he was on the show, was trying to, he was on an apology tour because he acted a donkey in a couple of settings. It was out of fear. Sometimes as men, we get to a place to where we don't want to be hurt, so we jump the gun on situations. And again, like the show, I told you, the show is not right. You should be dating multiple people at the same time, and they all know about each other and all that. That's crazy. So he was trying to position himself so that he wouldn't be hurt by the fact of this woman that he was into could potentially be into somebody else. So I think he acted out and lashed out based on that.
I think he had the natural reaction. Because what you're not going to do is be dating him over there, me see you.
Right.
And me hear about it, and then you kiss him. Now I feel like I'm on a non-trusted path with you. And that's where he went with her. Yeah. Even though they're not exclusive, and she can date, kiss, do whatever with whoever, but he wasn't at that time where he was able to take it.
And he wasn't mature in the situation how he handled it and questioned her.
Right.
And again, he has a lot of insecurities based on his past. He had that same situation with him in the conversation with him and Stacy about the passwords. He wanted to be transparent. He says, in a marriage, you should be transparent. You should not have a hidden passwords or social media or
because he had gotten cheated on, right?
I believe so. He never really said exactly, but he had been hurt, he said.
But the way he came about it, like, I should have your password, I should have this, that, and the other. Well, if I was Stacy, I would have been like, why? As well. But we have our passwords.
There was a miscommunication based on him saying the point of view he was trying to make was that I'm talking about in a marriage, right. There shouldn't be any secrets. And if there's a secret, there's a problem.
Right.
Which is nothing wrong with that.
It's just came off as raw.
Well, he didn't come off as raw. He came off as, I want to know everything. And she was like, wait, I don't even know you.
Right.
So why are you trying to get my password?
That's the raw. Raw, not raw. Raw.
I
Grizzly bear raw.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to be intimidating at all, but...
Not intimidating, but just, sometimes you men can put off too much testosterone on it and make somebody go, wait a minute. He got a wait a minute type of spirit. That's why she gave him the Heisman.
But I think that he was not wrong in the context of what he was trying to say. It's just it was too early for that conversation.
It was way too
It was
early.
Almost like they was talking about, and there's other things that they have in marriages and things like that, with monies and things like that. Well, why are you talking about my money right now? I don't even know you. We ain't been on a date yet, really. We're on the first date and we're trying to get to know each other, and you're going there already. That happened in the previous season when a money situation came up and a man answered the question, and she was like, oh no, I'm not doing that. I'm not sharing income.
Right.
Or whatever. And it's like, wait, that's not what he was saying.
But I'm glad they brought him back, and I'm glad he found love.
Right.
Because he was a nice guy. He was hilarious. And they're hilarious together.
Yes.
Amber and Chris. Yes. But I was very, very sad about Joelle and Bernicia. Very, very very sad because they were a cute couple, and they were like, he always flirting with her or what have you. So I really and truly don't know what happened there.
I think again there was some insecurities about where they were going, and
Well, it sounded like he tried to downplay their relationship.
no, he was trying to slow them down because she was moving, and the whole thing that caught my attention was the reason why she wanted to spend the night, and that was a little early for him. He not just lost his wife, but moving in and kind of things. It's like, wait, we're not there yet.
But it sounded like they've been intimate.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you can come to my house and be intimate, but I can't come to yours.
He didn't say that you could come. He just said you can't be staying.
But they were dating and not dating anyone else. He didn't want to say the word exclusive, but if you're dating me and I'm dating you and we ain't talking to nobody else, that sounds pretty exclusive to me.
Right.
And then him telling old girl, like, oh no, I don't have no girlfriend. But what are we doing? Is it just because it's a title? What's the problem?
Because I think there was a lot of miscommunication again, that they weren't having with each other. They were having other
He
people
wouldn't communicate.
Well, that's a possibility. But other people from the cast were telling each other them stuff that he was taking and not filtering the properly.
Right.
That's another one. We'll get to that filtering in a little bit. So I think that their communication was off based on that, which they also had a communication issue earlier on, which was an issue. So that issue is not, you said it was shocking, but it really wasn't, because they had an issue.
No, them not being able to work through it was shocking.
Well, that's the problem with most men and women in relationships. As good as we are together, we are terrible for each other because we just can't get on the same page. Marriage is the dumbest thing in the world. You take two individuals that want to be individuals and you force them together, and
You
then
don't force nobody.
okay, y'all force each other together. Y'all choose supposed to be together, but then y'all can't never get on the same page. And y'all can't ever talk things out, work things out, and then y'all split up because of the fact either one of y'all want to bow down to be submissive to the other, and then they get split apart. Well, y'all could have had something great together if y'all just worked together in cohesiveness. That was a big word for Patty. No,
So, when are you just gonna bow down and be submissive? No,
well, we ain't got there
I'm
yet.
gonna
We
play.
ain't got there yet. We still working on a main line. Tell him what you want.
Not working on the main line. I am done. If you can see me roll my eyes under these sunglasses, you will understand how irritated you just made me. See, that's the problem, is that you men irritate us.
Okay, that's fine.
And
And you
we
women
have to-
irritate us as
And we
well.
have to deal with you,
And we have to deal with you as well.
as you should.
Anyway.
Anyway, any other caveats from
We're
Ready
going to
to
get on to
Love?
the filtering.
Okay, well, before we go to the filter, let's say where the filter came from. So, put a ring on it, which I know Latrice is catching up. So, put a ring on it.
Get to all the information because they want to watch it themselves.
She is going to watch it themselves. What is you looking at? You can't even turn your neck.
That's a
Okay.
whole other conversation about being able to turn your neck when you sleep in the bed. Your wife take all the space up. You gotta.
You gonna blame that on me now? Now you gonna make me curse. You gonna make me curse because that ain't got nothing to do with me. You think that you can lay and flip flop and you flip it over and carry it on and then slide down your little slide on your side of the bed?
Wait,
That ain't got
can
nothing
we
to do with
move
me.
on to the show?
Oh, I'm sorry. So put a ring on it. That's the show that they're couples that they're now dating other people. So this week, this is the bull that they have us on. This week, the dates all were in the same place. So say me and Ben did this.
Whoa.
But we're
Hold on,
not.
don't put us
We're
in this
not.
situation. You say somebody else's name. Don't say my name in no situation like this. This is
Say Michelle and Barack.
there you go.
They're married. Well, say they're dating.
Okay.
So they're dating, and
This side of the south. What is it
they
called?
go ahead and date
What is it
someone
called?
else.
This side of Chicago. Go ahead.
I don't know.
South side.
They're dating someone else. So Michelle go out with James, and Barack go out with Shirley. Okay, both of those dates are taking place in the same restaurant. So as you're dating to getting to know someone, you look over and your man with another chick, and they told them they was gonna do this, right?
They signed up for this.
They signed up for this. And I'm sitting there like, this one right here the whole time. Nope, 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 nope. She walking out the house. This time the girl got clothes on, but it's tights. And it's hugging every curve. And he's like, she needs to go back upstairs.
Again.
See? He gets so mad watching this show, but he can't stop. Can't stop. So they get on their dates or whatever. The guy that was so sick last week, he was horrible this week. He ain't talking to the girl in front of him that he on a date with because he's looking at his girlfriend. And every time she laughs, she's talking about shots. He's talking about just laugh for no reason. So then they get to the end where they're, trying to discuss their dates. Before she could say anything, he was like, she didn't like who you set her up with. She don't like guys with big muscles. What?
He got muscles sitting over here on his chest.
He got muscles like that. But yet, she didn't like it. So the doctor's like, so can I hear from her? How do you tell me? He's like, well, he tried to put his hand on the small of her back, and she didn't let him. She was like, I didn't feel him do that. So what are you talking about? However, so then the doctor, he was the one that she talking about filters, right? Or the other one?
Yes.
So go ahead, because you love that part.
Well, you go ahead. You keep going. Tell them all about the show.
Well, I don't remember what she said.
Oh, that's what it was. Basically, what it was is that she told him that what he sees and hears about the date, in his mind, he's filtering the outcome of what was being said or seen. Mm-hmm. So, in their example for them, he's seeing, oh, she about to leave me because of whatever he may have heard. And if I would be, blunt here, in our situation, you might see something, or I might say something, or I might post something, and your filter will switch it up to be something different. So what she suggested was in the show, clean up your filter so that you can see what the other person's really saying or doing and take it for what it is and not for what you think it might be.
And you think that relates only to me?
No, I didn't say that.
No, I was just asking.
No, that's not what I said. You wait to write that.
Asking for a friend.
No,
asking for a friend. Do you feel like you have a filter that you need to clean up?
I think everybody has a filter they need to clean up.
That wasn't mine.
Yes.
Specifically.
Yes.
Benjamin Clinton.
Can we move on, please?
Oh, okay. You see how you want to talk about the filters at first.
I was just
bring him in
using
there,
an example.
Then he wants to.
I said that I could filter as well.
Anyway, second couple.
I can filter when you come to. Never mind.
The second couple, the one that's been there for 14 years, he tell the young lady. Matter of fact, that's his second date with the young lady. He tells her, my girlfriend's going to be there. She was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. This one right here, the little Jezebel.
What you call her a Jezebel?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call her Jezebel. But
she signed up for the show just like
she signed up just for the show. But them previews for next week. Anyway, so on this current date, the girl is talking to him. So she was like, okay, so that's her? He's like, yeah. So he starts getting nervous. He can't do this date anymore with his girlfriend there. So they end up wrapping up and they were leaving. So she's dragging him. I wouldn't even say she was dragging.
She held his hand.
She held his
hand. Walk out
hand.
the door with him.
And and so his girlfriend yelling, we're not holding hands. We can let go of hands. How embarrassing. First of all, we get her whole restaurant, but she didn't care. And so he was like, I'm not holding her hand. So he let go, but the girl still holding his hand. I'm sorry. I was trying to give you
They can watch the show. You can move. You go hit these cars. Oh, my God.
I mean, you did. So anyway, so when they get to the recap, and the guy she was dating kept trying to get her off of him. And he was like, why do you care? He asked her bluntly, like, when are you going to stop letting him, disrespect you or something like that? And she was like, well, I don't feel like he is. She was like, 14 years, you ain't got no ring. I was like, oh. Sometimes it takes somebody else to put
That's why she didn't want to go out on another date with him, because he was too real for her.
Yes, sometimes
and she wasn't attracted to him.
I think she was, but she couldn't get clarity with him because she's still looking out for what her man may or may not like. But he's dating this other girl. At this point, y'all done had 2 dates, and he said yes again.
1.5. You just told the whole show. 1.5 days. Because the second day, he's like, that was a terrible day, and I need to redo because of the fact that
He
it
also
was terrible.
said that the girl dragged him over there, and so he's like, what am I supposed to do? Hit her hand
And be rude.
and
He
be
wanna be rude.
rude
She
in front of
don't
all
deserve
these
that.
people? No,
Yeah.
that's that bull that you men do.
No, come on. So you mean to tell me he was supposed to be rude to her?
No, because he was trying to hold her hand.
But he's supposed to be rude to her, is what I'm saying.
No, but he was trying to hold her hand.
But
So,
wait, that's no bearing on what I'm asking. I'm asking. He's supposed to show his rear end and be
but he
and have his
wouldn't.
N-word on.
There was no reason for him to have an N-word on or to be disrespectful because he liked what he was doing. He just didn't want to do it in front of his girlfriend because his girlfriend already don't trust him because of whatever is going to come out in the next episode.
There's a lot of untrust.
Anywho, it shows in a little preview where this young lady asks him, if your girlfriend tells you to stop seeing me, will you?
And he said no.
He said no. I said,
He
oh,
meant that.
oh. And she's smiling. She on the preview talking about, if I want him, I can have him. Well, wait a minute, ma'am.
Well, wait a minute. If it's 14 years and you ain't chose her, then that's pretty much sounds like to me. She wasn't lying.
Oh, I didn't say she was lying. I just said, wait a minute, ma'am. That's all I said.
Are we done with this here video, or
I mean, we can wrap it up, yes.
anything more we need to really add?
Y'all see how he just be cutting it
I mean,
off?
we did reach to our destination.
Boop, your destination is on the road. Anyway, I
We're
hope
going to see
y'all,
the sick chicken shedding.
this is what our ministry is today.
Yeah.
I can't.
The sick and shedding. We're going to see the sick and shedding.
But I do want y'all to know that I have my personal fan with me on today because it's going to be in the 80s today. So there's no reason for me to go anywhere without a fan.
What you call your fan?
Blue. If I could reach Blue, I'd show y'all Blue. Just know Blue is with me at all times. Blue is like the Lord. I ain't gonna say that. That was too much.
Okay, let's wrap this up for real now.
That was too much. Lord knows I'm playing. I will have no other gods.
But
before
God
him.
is chicken. Okay, I'm done. We done.
God is chicken, for
We
real.
done. We done.
Anyway, God bless someone to make this fan that's rechargeable on a USB that is just portable, and I just push a button and it just takes all the flush out of it. I don't know if y'all have seen my face. Sometimes I get a little flush. Anyway, all right, we for real. So I hope you all have a great Saturday. If you're in the area on Fridays, Food Truck Fridays, we went to go see. Went there yesterday in Grand Valley. Very, very tasty. Go see my chick at Making Sweet Dough.
Then you rotate the different restaurants.
I don't care.
Okay.
Look up Facebook, what have you. Had some mini donuts from there. Ben had a ice cream sandwich, and I had a strawberry smoothie. Everything, yum yum yum. Anyway, I think I'm hungry, y'all. Mind your business. What you done? What you
Subscribe,
asking for?
hit the
comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and while y'all thinking about that person in your life, send them a text message. Just say, hey, check on them. All right? We love y'all. We praying for y'all.
Enjoy the new intro.
Enjoy the new intro that our new production, our production newly added was what I was trying to say. Old production, new ads.
So, all right, we're going to end it right there.